Hello.
I can't have gum in my mouth. I'm gonna look like a cow chewing cud.
I got gum in my mouth too. Solidarity. You want to keep it in your mouth?
No, I put like 5 pieces in my mouth. Whenever I come here, I steal so much of Hasan's gum. Yeah.
Are you chewing nicotine gum? You're gonna start getting the spins, cutie.
No.
Nice. Oh god, this area is
Hasan,
like
shut up. Austin and I have been funny over here for the last 5 minutes.
This is a better intro than whatever the fuck you're gonna create.
Is that what you have to do? You just have to tell him to shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking
it works.
socialist.
So
I
quiet.
know. He's I'm done.
Anyway, I have like 5 pieces of gums in my mouth, and
he's
only
too
have
quiet.
one.
He's too busy eating the rich.
Good one.
Can you hear the chewing? Can I have a gum, please?
He's only got nicotine
You're not gonna
and
want it. They're
Mentos.
gonna
I just want to get the taste of Chipotle out of my mouth.
Oh.
Welcome back to the Fear and Podcast. We have probably the most heavy, stacked, unimaginably important guests of all time with us here today. I'm of course talking about QTCinderella, who is supposed to be our co-host, but I don't know. Who knows where that is at now? It's all in limbo, considering that she has a different podcast coming out that she didn't inform us on.
I also have a bone to pick with QTCinderella.
Okay, we have Valkyrae in the building as well.
I'm back.
Both of the hosts of the Streamer Awards from last night. And that's that about, and of course, my wonderful co-host Will Neff. That about does it for all of the important guests that we have on today on this episode.
I am so devastated again.
Oh my God! How could I forget? We have Austin Show in the building as well.
You realize this is gonna take a toll on my career.
You're the messiest
Slowly
girl.
But surely, his treatment of me is gonna take a toll on my career.
Austin Show is also with us, and he's fucking hammered.
Yeah, I'm
That's
a little
right.
worried about Austin. Tell him what'd you do today, Austin?
I went to the Abbey and drank about 6 Bloody Marys and tipped dancers and
you drank more than one Bloody Mary?
I did. It was a lot.
Is that eyeliner from the show last night?
It is from the show last night, yes.
Also, your jacket. I heard it's not yours.
Not mine either. I stole the jacket. Quite possibly the messiest I've been coming on this podcast. I'm also wearing all of Hasan's jewelry that I haven't returned yet.
He pulled out a wad of cash and there was gum stuck to it.
Hold on, let me see if it's still there.
Still in here?
Hold on. There it is, right? Hold on. There it is. There's no gum on that. Those are all $1 bills.
For the Abbey.
Yeah, I'm saving it to give it away. It's charitable, so don't eat me alive, all right?
You think like tipping streamers is tipping strippers? Same thing. Charitable?
Commonly
it's not charitable. It's what you should do.
Yeah. Okay. I agree.
It's what you should do. You tip a lot of strippers in your time.
The Austin Show
yes, I have.
Liberal Arts Twink Fund.
Absolutely.
I don't even know where to begin. We've done a bunch of episodes, both in Japan, after Japan. Will Neff is finally back, better than ever. We had an insane night. We had the fattest of nights last night. An absolute banger. I'm talking concurrent viewership wise across all of the other platforms, reacting to it. Probably around 500,000 concurrent viewers. Peaking at around 500, 600,000 concurrent viewers. The Streamer Awards was a massive success. So I think we got to start off by asking Cutie how much of a failure it was, because I'm sure she's going to say a lot of awful things about what was otherwise a pivotal achievement for any person on the planet.
I have a few things I would change. I can't wait to fix them next year. I've got a pretty long list. Excited to fix them. It'll be better next year.
She's already started on the changes.
What's up? What are some issues? You want to talk about them?
Yeah, one thing that I'm really upset about was that I usually have a reaction camera from streamers during videos. So if you're watching the rewind, you see yourself in it, you're like, or you see a friend, you're like, you know, just like a reaction. That's what we're known for, is we react to shit because we suck. So having a reaction, like, I have all these streamers in the room. Let's get them reacting to some shit. But I don't know what happened. I paid for the camera. It just wasn't there. So.
To be fair, I was reacting like a motherfucker. Like I was just like, oh, like I was getting really bubbly with it and stuff when I was sitting there, because I think it's on autopilot at this point. I'm a husk of a man. I'm a shell of what I once was.
Reacting harder for no one.
Cutie, Cutie, do you need me to help you get a refund for that camera?
No,
okay.
no.
Just making sure.
It was used once.
Okay. Well, I don't think it's adequate, and I think we should get your money back.
I have a theory. I have a theory that Austin Show has gone slumming at the Abbey because you refuse to give him a position at the Streamer Awards, which baffles me.
What Will didn't tell you is that I was dancing at the Abbey tonight, and those ones are my tips.
broken
Oh
him.
my gosh.
Austin people didn't get to see this on the stream. Austin warmed up the crowd for me, which is very nice. I called him
did.
the night before.
Individually fluffed every member of the
Fluffed
audience.
everybody.
Yeah, unscripted too. You were natural.
Unscripted, went up there. Nobody saw it, but it was fantastic.
It
It
was really good. He did good.
was beautiful.
It was necessary.
Yeah, it was necessary. It was
Yeah,
wonderful.
I had a few things, a lot of stuff on the back end that people don't know about that was messy. My caterer was super messy. It was really hard to work with.
What do you mean? We had chicken tenders and
I know.
macaroni and cheese, which was kind of funny, I thought.
No, I did that on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah. I chose food that everybody loves on purpose because then no one can complain about like, oh, I didn't get enough to eat. Because sometimes you do fancy chicken and it's like, meh. So I was like, we're doing chicken fingers, we're doing mac and cheese, we're doing tater tots.
We're doing
There
the
are a lot of
Chili's
picky
children's
eaters.
menu.
Chicken
Yeah.
tenders, a little overcooked.
It was an insane change of pace from the first course, which was like flowers.
It was a roasted carrot salad. I did that on purpose. I wanted a very like fancy and then LOL and then fancy dessert.
It was really delicious. I ate multiple salads
I
at the
didn't
table.
get to eat it. Oh
we
my
don't know.
gosh.
We didn't get to
Oh,
eat
we
it.
didn't get to eat it all.
Sadly.
Look, I want to say something. I think Cutie being critical of herself, that is a testament of a fabulous producer.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, I don't think
Or a severely broken
Dude,
person.
I feel like she's a little
I think it's a
overly
little
critical.
Both. I think it's a
Yeah.
little both.
No, I think
Double-edged sword.
Well, I mean, no, I think it's incredibly important after an event. You should take and celebrate your successes. So would say a little bit of both, but also, I think it's also important, incredibly important, to understand what you need to fix and move forward. It's how you improve. It's how you get better.
Yeah.
This industry, you have to be ever changing. And you can't bring the same product that you bring every time, or else it'll get stale and old. So I think it's
Speaking of which, name your price season. What now?
no, but I'm serious. This is not supposed to be an insulting thing. This is
No,
a
I
great
don't think it's
thing.
insulting. I think you're
Yeah.
totally fine.
Was I too? Am I too drunk? Is this
No,
coming off?
no.
No, I just wanted to be
Not at all.
I
contentious.
was only saying that she
Austin
was
is
like,
in a fight for his life with his mic stand.
Yeah,
just keep it
Your
still.
mic
Stop
I think
touching
she's
it.
fabulous. She's the best in the biz. Okay.
I agree 100%. No, you are great. Okay,
Hassan
speaking
doesn't
of
like women. I'm so sorry.
speaking of great,
I'm going to spit this gum out.
speaking of a great night, let's do highlight, lowlight. I mean, what was your favorite from the event itself, and what was your least favorite?
Ladies, let's start.
Starting
I'm gonna
with
start from left to right.
yeah, let's go with Austin. Let's hear
He's like,
let's
wait,
hear
I
you
need time to
out.
Think about my answer.
Highlight was of the night was meeting and talking to all the lovely people at the Streamer Awards. Low light for me was the smelly shirt that I wore.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah. Austin was
Elaborate
on
further,
about his shirt.
please.
I bought a shirt from. Should I say the place that I bought
Doesn't
it?
matter. We
we are
went
not-
on
yeah,
stream.
we are.
H. Lorenzo. Okay, I bought it from H. Lorenzo.
Fuck
and
them.
they were fabulous. They're wonderful. They
Oh.
put together this outfit. They got this shirt for me, cutie. Let me tell you, and it reeked of BO. Like,
Ew,
and I'm
what?
not even being a drama.
Then why did you buy it?
Well, hold on.
Okay.
It was
They
pretty.
said.
Sometimes you got to suffer for your art.
They said to me. They said, you know what? Look, Austin, show. We're.
Calm down, Mr.
Yeah.
Show.
They said, Mr. Show, we're gonna go ahead. You buy this, we'll dry clean it, we'll make it smell brand new. I said, perfect. I need it by 12 o'clock noon tomorrow. Perfect. Okay, 12 o'clock noon rolls around. I show up. The shirt still smells like BO.
Weird.
Ridiculous, right? So I'm freaking out because I'm like, what am I gonna wear? I can't go shirtless. That would be awful.
You could have. That would have been funny.
You considered
yeah,
it.
That would
That
have been
would've
really
been-
funny.
Fans would have hated that.
I personally loved the original fit that Will put together for you that you just cast aside like it was used tissue paper.
Well,
The
look,
pink one?
No.
It was
that
the-
one was fire too. No, I'm talking
love
about the
that.
crop top.
Crop top was
crop top was good. I
absolute-
think I may go back and buy that.
Should've worn
You were
that.
a Barbie girl in a Barbie world in that.
Was.
And it was fire. I think all it needed was like a jacket to really tie it together.
We were working on it, and I think I'll go back and get it again. It was one size too
He
small.
did text me that.
Yeah, I'll go
Oh,
back
okay.
and get it. Yeah. But anyway, so I got it. Then they dry cleaned it again. They doused it in like thousands of pounds of industrialized cleaners that mask the smell of the BO. Okay. 3 hours into the event, cutie, you didn't know this because you were just hosting and
Yeah,
everybody was. You're just
I'm
busy
sorry I
doing.
missed it.
Yeah, you were doing
You guys are
something
just doing something just not as important as my smelly
Yeah,
shirt.
doing something easy.
And so my shirt was. It started to stink 3 hours in.
Oh my
the smell started to come back. It started
How
to overwhelm.
weird.
Yeah. Well, it's because BO is like a very strong thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, if anybody smells this, it's over. So I was in
I'm
the
the
parking
smelly
lot.
guy.
So wait, hold on. So what would anyone do in that situation? Maybe try to avoid getting people to smell it. Is that what Austin did, you think?
No, you said smell this. Does it smell like BO?
Yes,
To
I told
every
everybody.
single person at the event.
I had to. This is it, because I had to tell everybody.
You had to
just-
clarify.
That it wasn't
that
him.
it wasn't him.
Just in case word got around that Austin stunk, is that no, it's because he wore something else.
There's one point we're at our table and Austin sat down and just went, "Fuck!" And everybody went like looked at him and he's like, "I'm sorry, it's just the shirt." And people
Wait,
were
that's
like,
sick. You told people all at once.
I told everybody it was the talk of the awards minus everything else.
Right, no.
And everything.
Yeah, no, my main takeaway was how smelly Austin's shirt was from last night. I was going to say that was my highlight and low light.
So I don't want to spend too much time on this, but I was in the parking lot.
no,
I was in the parking lot getting doused in some Italian cologne from my driver, and we masked the smell, and then
his driver who got in a fight with the owner of H. Lorenzo because the shirt smelled.
my driver's Italian, so is the owner of H. Lorenzo. My driver got in an Italian shouting match with the owner of the store because he was upset through me because I had to go around and do all this. Anyways, long story short, the shirt smelled.
This is a Seinfeld episode.
The shirt smelled.
Yeah, it is.
I changed it for the after party, and I never can go to H. Lorenzo again.
Okay, remember on the stream when I said like H. Lorenzo, serves a high-profile clientele of a bunch of divas from like international, like all across the world. Austin is literally the most high-maintenance client that they've ever had, I think.
Ray and Cutie, would you wear a shirt that smelled like BO?
Why are you
would've
asking
never-
Ray and
I would've
Cutie
never
and not
bought
Will,
it.
who was
Because
also
they're-
there?
They're females. They're closest to the gay archetype.
Can I pose something to you?
Go ahead.
That I don't think you've ever considered.
Hit me.
I think the fabric of the shirt smells that way because it's
Yeah,
an
like what kind of
unusual
material was
yeah,
it?
I think it's an unusual material, and I think it get.
Oh my god!
I
Oh
think
my
it-
god! This is this epiphany.
So that's
Look
why
at
I
his
think
fucking
no matter
face.
How many times they dry cleaned it? You were smelling the tinsel. It had like a.
The fact that
like
you
a
said that it was
metallic
dry clean
smell.
and then 3 hours later it started to smell again
Yeah.
makes me feel like it was the
There was
fabric.
like a tinsel in that shirt, and I think it had a smell.
So, question: when other people smelled it, did they smell the smell?
Yes.
Okay.
See? Thank you, Cutie. Appreciate it.
It did it like it was a bit overblown. I'll say.
It smelled like cologne because I could tell you doused it.
Yeah, I
Yeah, he ran up. He ran up to me again at the award show. He was like, "Smell my
Just a
shirt."
Cloud of Jean-Paul
did not
Gaultier, and he's
smell-
like, smell the fibers.
Yeah, it did not smell like anything other than whatever cologne it was doused in.
Yeah.
So
You did not have me smell your shirt, so
I did not because you were busy.
thank you for respecting
Could
me.
you, thank you.
Found a way to get me to smell it after the
that's
show was
crazy, 'cause
done.
I was
Ray
very.
was also busy.
You guys were very busy. I was very respectful, wasn't I?
Imagine
Yeah.
he
Very
runs on
respectful.
stage.
I
middle
didn't
of the
talk to you
show.
the whole night. That's how respectful. I gave you one hug.
Yeah.
I said, "You're fucking killing it." Yes, bitch.
I do say that before events. I say nobody talk to me.
Yeah, that's
Stay
what she says.
stay
She's an
away from me.
absolute. Everybody's running around. She said, "Get away from me."
No.
I'm just scared. I'm just scared of you when you're on event production mode. So
I do
that's
get
all.
very feisty
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I almost cried
because of me.
I was
Uh-oh.
stressed. I was late. My call time was 12:30 p.m. And
Oh, yeah,
Cutie
PM.
texts me 10 minutes before 12:30 and is like, "Where are you?" And I was like, "I'm gonna be late." And she was like, "You're my co-host. You're supposed to be here. Rehearsal is at 12:30." So I start freaking out because like I didn't realize that I was missing rehearsal. And I get there and I just see Cutie is like in the zone. Like she is going through it. She's got someone vlogging for her. There's people coming up to her and running and going. And I
Yeah.
like show up in my Crocs, no makeup on, a green sweater, blue plaid pajama pants. Cause I was
Same.
like, I'll get my hair and makeup done there. And I was like, wow, no, this is actually happening.
Yeah,
We're freaking out.
It makes it real.
I was
quick.
late because of Austin's show.
Oh, come on.
That's right. I'll say it right here on the podcast,
Wait,
so it's on the
actually?
record.
Stop.
Austin show
He can't
came
get off the
over.
gaze.
Austin show came over to my
This
house
stinky ass shirt.
with his no. He didn't have the shirt on yet. He was going to put the stinky ass shirt a little bit later in the day. However, came to my house, got no jewelry on, and he goes, "Hasan, I need you to help me with the jewelry situation like you said you would." He's on the phone with Carl Jacobs. He's like, "I'm coming to your place later, Carl." He's like hitting everyone's
Which
house.
is crazy because I had jewelry put aside for him.
No, I need
You're
your
a burglar.
Okay. Hasan.
And I told him this days ago.
This is not even true.
He's messy.
Yes, no, this is absolutely true.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
Wait, you can't. Wait.
That's true.
So what part of it is not true?
The fact that I made you late.
Yes, you did.
I
You
come
came
over
to my-
at- what time was he supposed to be there?
I'm inclined to believe Hasan in this moment.
No.
Okay.
What time was he supposed to be there?
He was.
I was supposed to be there at 12:30
well.
for the
Okay,
tech.
I arrived at his house at noon. He came down the stairs, dick flopping in his underwear. Okay.
I was about to go into the shower.
at 12 o'clock.
No, that's not true. First of all,
12 what,
no,
is he waiting to get
no,
in
no,
the shower
it
for me?
wasn't even 12 o'clock. I literally left him down there. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, I had the shower. Pick whatever you want. Go off.
Only Austin's show can make it sound like he hated the dick flopping around, even though that was
Dick flopping
that might
everywhere.
be the highlight of his stream.
Yeah, I came downstairs in my
the real
underwear because I was
reason
like,
you
I
guys
was
were
trying to take a shower, and Austin was like, I need jewelry.
I admired the comfort that he was in.
Yeah,
But
well,
truly, I was
You
so.
mean in his own home as he was getting ready?
I was laser focused. I was laser focused on the task at hand, and that was looking fabulous at the Streamer Awards. And Hasan was getting in the way of it, frankly.
Yeah, I apologize for getting in the way of you.
But this
getting
is
ready.
fabulous, and I'm going to steal it because I'm gay and I can get away with it.
That's March's gift for me, by the way.
Oh wow.
That
Sorry,
makes it
Marsh.
harder to steal.
Well, that cancels out. No, I'm going to have to give it back. Anyway. Hey,
still
what
do
about
high-lows.
Cutie? Now, whose side are you on? 12 o'clock.
Neither of yours.
12 o'clock,
Neither of
underwear
yours.
out, cock flopping at 12 o'clock. Cock should be secured by 11:50, at least, minimum.
I am on neither of your sides. Both of you are fired for next year.
Okay.
Oh, no.
All right, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to host at the esports, whatever the fuck that is.
Don't. They would jump up and down if you said that. So
I'm
don't.
not doing that, but
Okay.
if you want, you'd pay me a big money.
No.
lump sum. I would never do that. But
Stop
Cutie-
it.
All right, I've never do that. It's true words.
Okay, highlight, low light.
Okay.
Ray.
What should I start with? Highlight? Okay, the highlight honestly was like when we were doing the closing statements, just kind of standing there, realizing we
done.
did it.
Yeah.
Also just being done because I've been stressed about this for 6 months. Like not nearly as much as this ball of
That's
stress.
You're stressed about a different thing though.
Oh
'cause
yeah,
You were afraid of
I
stage.
have a fear of stages.
Yeah.
I've been on stage only a couple times to present awards, but I'm only up there for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
This would be the first time I'm on stage for like 2 hours minimum. Well, I don't know how long it went for, but also just reading a lot. Like it was a lot of text to
Yeah.
read, so I was definitely facing my fears. But yeah, being able to like, say like we did it. And it went better than I thought it would, honestly.
Oh, that's good.
The low for me
Perfect.
was when Kyedae started to panic. Oh my God. The
Oh,
fear
I'm
and the
sorry.
stress. No. I felt
You
so
witnessed
bad
a
for you.
bad side of me.
You guys haven't
I wasn't even
seen-
panic. I became an Austin.
Let me explain.
I was backstage and I said, "Who the fuck is in charge of this?"
Dude, I've seen a new side of Kyedae
I'm
that.
sorry.
No,
I became an Austin.
No, her feelings were warranted. So what happened was the audience couldn't see the video
Yeah,
play,
I
but the
remember that.
stream could see the video play, and she spent a lot of like
It was
money
so
and
important
time.
to me.
Yeah,
for
explain
what
the video.
was playing. So there was an animation that was playing, and it highlights nominees. And something really important about this year, I would say, that we can all acknowledge is 2022 was huge for the W community.
Yep.
And I have this very important moment in this stupid animation that has Kai, Your Rage, and Bruce getting picked up in the limo. And it's just super funny because they're like in their Ghostbusters thing. I added it last minute because I watched the animation. I said, we're missing the W community. And so I stressed my animator out like the week before. I'm like, we have to add this scene. Have to do it. Like it's so important to me. Like just to see us all come together in this stupid little animation, right? Like it's so sick. And then it didn't play. And I was like, as weird as it is, I was really looking forward to peeping out on the stage and seeing like
Seeing
Your
their
Rage's reaction to it and like
Well,
stuff like
I
that.
did tell him he was in the table next to mine, so I yelled at him and I was like, "Yo, you're on the
Oh, did
you're on
you?
the thing," because we were watching it on our phone.
watching it
I
from your
know.
But unfortunately, the
Yeah.
React camera was
So-
down, so we didn't capture that.
So yeah, he
The
knows.
React camera was down too.
He knows he was on it. But here's the beautiful thing about an event like this: not only does it get people together,
I know.
not only does it celebrate, and engage in, I would say, a very expensive circle jerk.
Yeah.
It's also bountiful for at least the next week of content, which everyone will react to. So
Yeah.
you'll be able to get the reactions of all of those
Yeah.
streamers after the fact.
Yeah. And my goal tomorrow is to get all the content pieces uploaded to the YouTube, and so then people can react to it. Which I realize next year I'll delegate that to someone so they come up the same night. But yeah, it was.
I just felt so bad for you because like I know how much work you put into it, and
Yeah.
there were so many people behind the scenes like trying to like figure it out and put it together, and it just wasn't working. And
just-
they tested it all beforehand,
Yeah.
right? Like throughout the day, so it's just so
Well, and
unfortunate.
it made me mad because again, like people don't realize when they see like Kyedae the streamer awards, they think like I'm getting paid to show up and host it. No. I'm in it, man. Like I wrote the script that we're following. I write the run of show. Like I do all that. And so when something goes down and it's out of my control, it's very frustrating because it's like I pay for this, I pay for that. And so the things that are important to me when they don't happen, I was back there and I was like, put up a be right back screen. Put up a be right back. Fix this. I would rather have a be right back screen technical issues than the audience suffering in any way, shape, or form.
Yep.
And they weren't listening to me, and it was so frustrating.
Yeah, that's fucking
no, your
annoying.
feelings were valid.
Yeah, I felt bad.
I just like
You
didn't
are
want.
because I got mean.
No,
No,
Cutie, don't feel
paid
bad.
for that. You deserve.
Don't
to,
feel
like,
bad
make it work.
when you invested so much time and energy and then it's out of the control of something that you created. It's mind-numbingly frustrating.
Yeah.
Okay,
We're gonna
Hasan,
save your highlight and lowlight because I think I know what your lowlight is.
And it's going to be a segue.
And
yeah.
it's gonna be a segue.
Yeah.
We're gonna move over to me.
God
My
damn.
highlight was when I got there. They had the interviewers, and I love Sweet Anita, and so I came up and gave her a big hug. And you know, she's so sweet, she's so kind. She's like, "Will, I just in case I have any tics, like I please don't be offended by it." And I was like, "Anita, are you kidding me? Like I fucking love you. Don't worry about it." She goes, "Well, I've actually had a really good day. I haven't made it fun of anybody." And I was like, "Oh, great." She aired me the fuck out, bro.
So funny.
She was like, "You're gay, fuck off, you suck." And I was just sitting there
She
like,
jinxed herself.
God, yeah, she jinxed herself
jinxed.
bad. But I was laughing so hard because at one point, Haas came over and we like did like a handhold and she just immediately went, "You're gay." And it was just perfect timing. Awesome. My mom loved it. She didn't understand. And then my low light, gotta be serious for a second. Ostonox, your editor, cut a really great video, Streamer Awards. And I thought, Ostonox, he's my friend. He'll put me in there somewhere. Fake ass, vegan ass,
No,
trick
don't
ass
blame him.
bitch.
Tell him.
Don't blame him.
No,
Tell him.
Vegan ass,
this is my
trick
fault.
ass bitch didn't sneak me in anywhere. I have actually lowered or heightened my vegan impact now. I'm buying cheaper meat that I know has been tortured from this point forward because he's so trash.
He deserves
is
it.
Oh
vegan.
my.
No, this is my fault. I'm
I'm
behind
not letting you take it.
I'm
Not letting-
behind the scenes director on that, and I needed him to include as many people as I've never heard of intentionally. That was the whole purpose.
So
of
you're
that
the
video.
fake bitch.
I am the fake bitch. Yeah.
Well, you're both fake bitches.
Well, and I actually had a problem with the content pieces in general, and I didn't realize this because I made sure last year I didn't get a chance to watch some of them. I made sure to watch them multiple times, and
And she was like, no Will. Perfect.
no. But there was, and I told Ludwig this morning. There was too much Ludwig, and I even had editors.
That's true.
I had editors cut Ludwig out a little more.
What?
And there
That
was
was
still
with
too much Ludwig.
That was with Ludwig cut out.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know.
There was a lot
I
of
love
Ludwig.
him very much, obviously. But
I did
Obviously more than you love me.
I did like the attention of
true.
every stream that I did the entire year. In
the one.
You did
clip.
like 3, and
Exactly.
all of
Yeah.
them were featured.
Yeah,
The one
You have a
clip.
100% rating.
Exactly. I was 3 for
Quarterly
3.
stream.
The flight sim stream, and that's it.
Yeah.
Your price.
Name your prize.
well, I'm
I'm sorry.
I'm
Don't-
steadfast.
I mean, you were heavily featured on other pieces. Is just
Just
not the
not
Ostonox
Ostonox.
one.
Exactly.
who's dead to me.
No.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, but you were very well presented. I think in other spotlights, which
I didn't talk about the other ones. I'm saying the Ostonox
okay.
video.
I agree.
He's a fake ass trick ass.
No, he's not.
And I'm eating bald eagle meat tonight.
He's my perfect soul.
Bald eagle me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna club it. What? I'm gonna right
Club it.
before it's a wedding.
I think it's highly illegal, but okay. I'm gonna give you guys my highlight, low light. I'm gonna start off with my low light first because it kind of it dovetails off of what Will was talking about. My low light was I feel like I failed Will Neff.
No, come on, get the fuck out of here.
He was up for in a league of his own, and I advocated heavily for him. Him and Afghans both. Afghans for the hidden gem, and Will for league of his own. And I pushed for it, and unfortunately it didn't happen. And I feel like
I blame Ostonox.
I think Ostonox is somehow
Yeah.
also responsible
Okay.
for that.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest.
But that was a stat category.
I know you even apologized to me for that, which I think is ludicrous because I was just happy to be nominated. Stat category. I think short of Gandalf showing up with the Eagles, there's no way I won that category.
I thought it would. I was more confident about you winning.
No.
I was more confident about you winning League of His Own because I didn't know a lot about Doug.
Listen, you know me. I would have been prepared to give a speech. I did not prepare a single second in my head. I never even allowed an opportunity in my imagination that I would win that. Never once.
That's crazy. I literally thought you were going to win it. I was less confident in my chances of winning just chatting than I was in your.
Now,
I did not
next
prepare.
year-
I did not prepare a speech for mine either. For the
Next
record.
year, I'm going to clear.
Okay.
I'm gonna add some categories next year.
Best gay pilot, maybe.
Too. Yeah. Guest.
I would love for you to get nominated
And then lose.
And then lose.
There's like some other obscure
All
gay
of a sudden
pilot.
it's like, and little Nas X, he's like, when I picked up flying, I never knew. And you're just sitting there fucking steaming.
This is Prezzo.
Bitch.
Prezzo does one flight simulator stream, and immediately he's the
Crashes
best
a
gay pilot.
helicopter. We have an in memoriam.
That's the
for
thing. They
Prezzo.
love him more because he would crash. I'm too good of a pilot.
You will
to
never
win.
show dick on stream though. He's got that up on.
Yeah.
He showed dick
Forever.
and asshole.
Yeah.
It's like, I can't compete with that.
Fell asleep.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
no,
continuously.
No, I didn't.
Prezzo's a
I'm just
legend.
now learning about
Prezzo?
Prezzo.
Yeah.
He's the best.
So that was my low light. My highlight was probably, this is a bit of a repeat of what Austin was saying because he went in first, but was definitely seeing everyone. I tweeted about this before the Streamer Awards as well, where like I really love having an opportunity to socialize with the entirety of the streaming community. Well, not the entirety, but as many as we can host in one area. I love cons for that reason. So it was an awesome opportunity. I got to see the RDC boys, Mark Phillips, Dylan, all of them.
Yeah,
they came through, which was
They
sick.
didn't tell me day of. They wanted to come to the show, and I was so sad. I was like, I would have got you all a seat. You just you got to tell me before. Jesus, I do it like.
We're streamers. We don't even have
you guys
object
are the worst
permanence.
people to work with.
You're
Yeah.
dealing with straight up gamers.
Yeah, that was definitely probably
sorry.
really
Hassan's,
hard.
Able to
Hassan's
come to the
really
after party.
difficult to get on time. I mean, I've had him on maybe 13, 14 times on my show.
Yeah.
And every time he's a little
Look on his
challenging.
face right
It's a
now.
little challenging to get him
You
back.
keep doing it for some reason.
I've got him contracted for 6 episodes in the next season. He doesn't
I
know.
don't even know about
His
this.
manager signed the paperwork.
That's interesting.
He gave him like the socialist
It's
doctrine.
the cast deal all over
yeah,
again. Dude.
yeah. I'm just like he's gonna give me a
one pair
shoe.
of Rothy's.
He's gonna give me a shoe. But yeah, that was definitely my highlight. Hanging out with Rage a little bit, hanging out with Chris next door.
Dude,
Chris
Rage,
is so
Rage was
sick.
so nice.
Yeah, he's
I
the man.
talked to Rage and I was like, Hasan definitely thought you were gonna win, and he was like, "No way!" And I was like, "Yeah, dude, we both did. We thought you were lost."
Yeah, I thought he was gonna win for
he
sure.
was so friendly.
I missed your fucking award winning.
Why were you too busy getting doused at cologne?
Yes.
Are you serious?
I was in the parking lot or the side thing. Cutie created a fake great VIP entrance. I was in there getting doused in some Italian cologne because my shirt was smelling.
It's okay.
Oh my
That
God.
was expected.
You're an actual menace.
No, but seriously.
He is a diva.
Let's
All right,
open
Cutie,
it
your
up.
turn.
Let's hear
Cutie.
it.
Your turn,
Let's
Cutie.
open up
Come on.
Pandora's box, girl. Pop it open.
Highlights and lowlights.
Highlights. Genuinely the highlight. This is the reason I do this show, people don't realize, is because I want to heal the world. I want to heal toxicity amongst streamers. It's impossible, but I'm doing my best. And so having a moment where I can pause and look out and see all these people being in the same room for the first time ever, because even at TwitchCon, you don't get these people in the same room,
Yeah,
it's true.
And so I have 300 people in the same room that have never been able to do that. And so that is my highlight. I think that's my highlight every year. My low light is we're about to unpack something here.
Hassan's red carpet performance.
No.
Watch her
No.
just go, Austin stinky shirt.
Everybody smelled it. See,
For
Exactly.
for some reason I was the only one who didn't smell it and I wanted to smell
Yeah.
it. That's my low
I'm
light.
super left out of that.
I'm sorry, Cutie. Next time.
No, I last year I am a broken human and I consistently feel nothing. Last year after the show, I felt nothing besides just disappointment. I just felt like I could have done better. And I was like, the only feeling I felt was just like bummed. This year, I felt nothing, but I felt optimistic. Like, oh, I know how to fix this now. Whatever. I know people like it. Last year, I didn't know people liked it. I know people like it now. And I have my after party planned. And I am, for once, ready to celebrate. I think I like said to Maya in the car ride over, like, oh, I'm going to take a drink. Crazy, you know, like I'm going to have some fun. Which is something I don't do.
I'm going to smoke a little meth.
Yeah. No, I'm going to be crazy.
There was a lot of math.
First of all, I had a lot of behind the scenes stuff that people don't know is the venue called us that morning and said that there was a leak in the roof. So they had to close the whole entire top floor. They were like, they tried to cancel on it. We had gotten permission to have the food trucks there. Then the food trucks show up and they're like, no, never mind, which is crazy because they're the ones that provided the generator. The venue was awful. The venue was awful. We'll never be using them again. We'll get Austin to get me a refund.
The venue definitely was leaking. I can attest to that. The downstairs, like where we were at, like it was dripping on us.
It's completely unacceptable.
NFTs were destroyed that day.
Yeah, which is fine. I mean, look, ultimately, who cares?
Airbnb is already losing their shorts to Marriott.
They weren't even Airbnbs.
Oh, well,
it wasn't an Airbnb. It was
then
like
I have
through
no leverage.
Anyway, yeah.
I thought you were talking about the venue that we were at.
Oh, no,
not the house.
No, I'm talking about the house.
You just shit on something unnecessarily.
Yeah.
It was.
I mean, that was leaking too.
It was just
California's
American
not
infrastructure.
LA is
Both
not
leaking.
built for rain.
It wasn't supposed to be raining here.
But I show up to my party. I'm like ready to be chill. I'm ready to just chill and talk to people. As soon as I walk in, I see a lot of people that were not on my guest list, which is very frustrating because this party is just for streamers to chill. It's not for agents to pitch. It's not for sponsors to pitch. It's just to be chill. And I'm very confused how this happened.
For the record,
Just for the record, I want to say something. At the party, I was given 3 cards.
I was gonna say that as well. Like, Kyedae is not being like a diva when she says this.
Someone coming up and like pitching and handing me a business.
Oh yeah,
She's not saying like, oh, I hate when like streamers get to interact with like, you know, non-streamers. Oh, they're not famous.
No.
Like, there's a lot of streamers that aren't popping or anything like that. They're all invited ultimately.
But this after party was a chance for everybody to
chill. This is like private, relaxed. It was supposed to. I want those same people that I saw in that room that I was so excited to have together. Then they just had to sit there and watch me for 2 hours. I want them to be able to talk to each other, and that's why I spent thousands of dollars putting this together.
Unfortunately, when brands are there, though, they do end up, getting their way with,
Talking about business.
It's a constant thing where they're like,
Austin
what's
kept
up?
talking to me about his shirt.
Well, I had a new shirt.
You were
by that
not
point.
supposed to come
Who
in.
the fuck? Yeah, I was not invited. Who the fuck gives out business cards like it's the fucking 80s?
Very
I
upset.
don't understand.
I was very upset. And so I walk in and I'm first thing I do is I ping my agency and I'm like, guys, did you give these out? And they're like, no, like we have no clue.
There was no one watching the door when I came in.
Yeah, so I needed to triple my security, number one. So then I had my security start going through to check people for wristbands. And then long story short, I'm just dealing with all of that, which sucks because and then at one point, this was the audacity. I'm sorry. And maybe this is mean of me, but I'm going to say it because it's very frustrating when I'm trying to do a private thing for my friends. And I'm sitting there and this group of 6 people walk in and they all have wristbands. And I go, hey guys, where'd you get your wristbands? And they're like, oh, we got it from the production crew. And I go, what? They're like, oh, we're friends with, this is no harm to Wubby, but they're like, oh, we're friends with Wubby. And I go, oh, that's totally fine. But this party is just for streamers. They're like, oh, we are streamers. And I said, streamers, I personally know. I'm so sorry. This is like my personal party. At least it's supposed to be. And I just like can't keep letting people come in. And they're like, oh, well, we're friends with people. And they just walk past me. And I was like, okay. Like, mind you, this is not sponsored. Like, Misfits sponsored the after party, but they only paid for a fraction of it. Like, this is my personal money that I'm trying to give to my friends. I'm trying to celebrate with my friends. And so it's just like, wow. Like, I realize we all have friends. The issue with this industry is Will probably has 10 other friends that would want to come. Hasan probably has 10 other friends that would want to come.
I invited all of them.
Yeah, me too.
They
But
were all at the
Everyone
party.
knows each other.
All of my friends are managers and marketing brand people, so I invited them.
It's just like really sad. It's a personal thing for me. That was what the after party was supposed to be. I know how I'm going to fix it next year. Whatever. It's going to be great. I'll fix it. That's not the problem. But then something that's very personal that I'm not trying to create any unnecessary drama here, but Binks attended the after party and got kicked out and inevitably got the party shut down because it was in a residential neighborhood. And I want to unpack some things here. I personally, and I don't want this to become a rag on Minx segment. It's not going to be that. I have personally done everything in my ability to help this woman. I have tried everything. She has been my friend for years up until a point last year when she had pushed me past my boundaries where I had to say, hey, like, this is too much for me. This is unhealthy for me. You are destructive to me. And so I had to walk away, but I have tried everything. I've spent time, money. I've tried everything.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Bra wanted to say hi.
Okay,
Oh my
hold on.
gosh.
We're gonna put a.
You're good.
Oh my gosh. Poor Marat.
Poor Marat gets
He just
bullied.
wanted to say hi.
So I've tried everything. So I don't want people to think this is lack of trying. I think if you've watched my content, you've seen Minx and I used to be very close, and now I've separated myself from her completely. However, this is a person that I did used to care about, even though I do feel as though I've lost her. I don't recognize her anymore as a human. Not like as a human, but I'm saying like she's not the same person when I talk to her. I do not know what happened, and I am someone that suffers from mental health issues. I am not kidding you when I say I've tried to do everything. And anyway, she reaches out to me out of the blue a few weeks ago and brings up Streamer Awards. And I have a moment where I think, you know what? This is, again, a person I really have cared about for so many years. I'm going to give her another chance. And I said, Minx, because she told me she bought tickets for the balcony. I said, Minx, you can come sit on the floor with all the other streamers. You have to promise me one thing. And she was like, what? Anything. And I said, do not drink. Be completely sober. You need to promise me this. Like, promise me. And she was like, I promise I'll do anything. I was like, great. And like, I was like, genuinely, like, I will show you the messages multiple times. Me just saying, I'm not kidding. Promise me. And I promise. I said, completely sober. I promise. Like, she promised me over and over again. Anyway, I get to the party. She's wasted. She is getting escorted out by security because she's trying to throw heaters into the pool. And then...
Which is bad.
Is a bad thing. Yeah.
Heaters?
The big propane.
The big gas heaters, like the ones that are like 7 feet, 8 feet
She's
tall.
trying to put those in the pool. I heard she was trying to throw Saikuno in the pool.
Yeah, and people she was trying to run in the pool.
Is a bad thing.
Also
It's
bad.
a bad thing.
Also bad.
And so I'm being told that like security's handling it, and I'm like, you know what? I have to deal with this other problem, so hopefully security handles it. Apparently, upon walking her out, she went limp with the intention of making it harder to kick her out. You know, dead body weight is much harder to that. And in doing so, then
Tactical.
Tactical. Some other stuff happens. All of a sudden, she's just laying on the ground, limp, and no longer cooperating and getting removed from the party. Now, her friend that is with her is very concerned. Obviously, now I'm getting concerned because this is someone's safety. And you know, we're trying to figure out, does she need an Uber home? Does she need an Uber to an emergency room? What should we do? By the time I get called out there, they're telling me the party needs to be shut down because since she's in the front yard, neighbors are starting to come out because it's causing a scene. And I'm saying, you know, I have to make sure she's okay, but also like, I don't know what's going on. Her friend, unbeknownst to me, called 911. So then in this residential neighborhood, a fire truck comes pulling out, an ambulance, police cars, and they have to close the party. So by 11 o'clock, my after party that I spent thousands of dollars on to celebrate my friends is closed down. The thing that I wanted to do to finally relax and thank these people for coming and just like kind of celebrate this thing that we all just did together is closed down. And I genuinely don't want people to think that like I'm complaining about money over someone's health. It's just the sad, like the disappointment I have in somebody who promised me better and then ruined my night after everything that I have done for everybody, and what I've done for them specifically was very sad. This is the behind the scenes on why a bunch of people today are like quote retweeting that I've unfollowed her on Twitter. This sounds dramatic, but I can't have someone like that in my life. I've tried everything. She is blocked on every platform I have. I am no longer interested in having contact with this person or taking chances with this person because I've done everything. I've done everything. I can't do it anymore. So, you know, I don't know how to help someone who doesn't want to be helped. What do you do?
good question.
Well, I left the party right before that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
it was
It's
very
crazy that you
late
left the party before that.
Because that happened at like
because
11.
the party lasted all of 30 minutes.
Yeah.
because it was very late.
Which means that you Ubered there 25 minutes. You got there. Maybe 10 minutes you were there.
I did a lap.
Then you Ubered back 25 minutes.
I will clear
So your
my
Uber
name.
times were longer than you were at the party.
Blame Austin.
Yes, I will clear my name right now.
Yeah,
I walked into the party.
Austin smelled so
I
bad.
got thrown into the pool because my shirt smelled so bad. My Mings.
I went inside. I said what up to everybody. People started coming up to me. Someone was like, "Hey, you want to fight in a boxing ring?" And I was like, "No." And then a bunch of other people came up and were asking.
All
me
the
stuff.
sponsors were there trying to. I'm sorry.
No, not all the sponsors, which is fine. Got to see a bunch of people. Talk to some friends for a little bit. I saw some incredible burgles. Snuck two. And
I didn't get a burgle. They cleared them out when the cops came. I don't know why.
Why
They removed the burgers.
they were
when
like,
the cops
get
came.
these illegal burgers out of
But
here.
I saw them taking it out, and I was like, wait.
No, I had
There
two
were a lot of
cookies.
burgers there after I was eating a lot of them before.
I
That's where they went.
yeah.
Found them.
I had two cookies, two burgers. I had like half of a drink, and I was like, "Well, that's enough for me. Time to hit the hay."
Yeah, I drove there. I figured I'd stop by to try to socialize and celebrate a little bit because I also don't party.
Then the
very
party
much.
got closed.
And then there was an announcement. They said like, "Hey, just so you know, party's probably gonna be shut down in like 9 minutes."
Yep.
And that's when I started to freak out because like that road is so narrow. It's like a one-way street. And then
Oh, so
I
that's
go
the reason why
outside.
you left early. Is that what you?
Yeah, no, I was like, I gotta get
Yeah.
out before everyone tries to leave at the same time. I was like, I gotta go home. I'm tired.
So
I literally went to be
So it's not
supportive.
because you're worse than me.
I am, yes.
You are
admittedly.
worse than me.
I really
Everyone
don't.
always makes fun of me, but she's
Okay.
actually worse than I
I
am.
felt like I got off work. Like it was.
Yeah, it was a work. It was a work day.
We were working.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh yeah,
It was
me on the other
exhausting.
hand, I was not.
Damn.
I'm sorry.
Were you?
I mean, I can't believe you're throwing stones in this
were you?
glass
Because I
house
feel like
when you left after 10
you're
minutes.
used to it. You're used to hearing Hasan
Did
talk
you
all
just
the time.
say? Did you just say my red carpet work was not
No,
work?
that's natural for you. You love.
That's
being
what
in
she
front of
said,
people.
Hassan.
That's so messed up. Oh my
At
god.
least you
To be
guys
fair,
didn't smell bad.
I think it's easier to be on the carpet than it is to be on stage. I said it.
I agree.
God
I
damn.
said it.
It's true. I mean, that's
okay,
fair.
to be fair, you don't suffer the type of anxiety that I
Yeah, she
have
has
for
anxiety.
stages.
And you're a fucking man, you pig.
Yeah.
What a pig.
Got him.
No, I'm still. You know what? No, this is
Disgusting.
bullshit.
This
Value
is
is
Come on,
fucking
ladies,
labor.
get together, ladies.
The
Come on.
amount
Arms
of
with me.
Okay.
the amount of
You
people I had
All
to
you
talk
had to
to.
do was read a prompter. He was off book the entire
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Improv and off the top of his head.
Oh my
Yeah.
God! The
And a
violin, the
freestyle.
smallest world's violin is playing for
The prompter
millions
was
of
also
dollars.
kind of hard to read.
Why is Mr. Smelly Shirt now
Yeah.
acting like I have minor
Old Slurry
inconveniences?
Sam over there.
Slurry Sam, how dare you?
Excuse me.
19 Bloody Marys deep.
I am sobering up with this water. Thank you very much. And I do have to pee.
You still have eye makeup on from last night, you
Yeah.
messy bitch.
You look like a,
Yeah, that
a
is-
harlot.
that's-
You
yeah.
look like a trollop
We're
right
gonna
now.
I'm wearing
Skin,
I'm wearing a
Austin.
stolen jacket with makeup on.
that you fucking stole.
Yeah.
I'm still drunk.
Yeah, we don't have much argument here.
I have to pee. Ladies, you're on your own.
I think our team
Go
lost.
potty, go potty.
No, I think you both did a fantastic job, and
Yeah.
I understand why both of you were tired. And ultimately, you didn't miss anything.
You didn't miss anything. I'm just really sad because I just want everyone's, these are people that flew in
Yeah.
to have an experience for a day. And I really want to take care of these people.
Can we make a binding agreement?
What?
Next year, I got the party.
No. The reason is
She's not even spitting in her hand.
No,
Will.
no.
She's not
I
even
realized
Not
something.
She put her hand behind her
spit.
back.
I realized something
even
very
wiped it off.
important. I realized something very, very important. I have to be a full control over it in order for
All I'm saying is when shit was going down,
you
I
did swoop
approached
in
you
with the
and I
save.
said, I will open a venue in Los
Yeah.
Angeles for you.
And he found it in like 2 minutes.
And
It was very
all-
impressive.
All
Wow.
you have to do is pay for some of the bar tab. I'll
Yeah.
have it open. I had them open
He did.
a venue
crazy.
for you
Wait,
in
you guys
Los
did it
Angeles.
after?
No, she said
was
at the
just like-
last minute, she's like, I don't know most of these people. We're not doing it.
Yeah, that's what I said. Because I looked around and I was like, it's already too late to fix the guest list. But that's the biggest thing is I need
full control.
I need full control.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
I
You don't think that
recognize
plays
that
maybe
That's what I
into
realized.
Your
It's-
vices there?
It does. It does. It does. But even this party, I realized where I lost control and what was fucked up because of that. So
Kyedae, I do have a couple people I'd like to put on the guest list for next year. We'll
I'll
talk about
consider it.
it. Okay, thank you.
You
I
are
recognize that
allowed
she
a
needed
three
control.
person guest
Yeah.
list.
I think we need
Zero
to.
twinks.
I think we. Literally gonna say there was a twink deficit. There were.
We have to measure their waist.
There's
You
a
know,
twink
you're
deficit.
you're not wrong.
There was. Thank
Soda
you. Hassan.
popping did not show up.
This is
Sorry.
very
That's
true.
true.
He
Although
told me
he
he'd
is,
come next year.
I don't know if he's a twink anymore.
Oh, he's getting
Oh my
older.
Whoa.
Wow.
That is
That-
so fucked
Breaking
up.
news: he's not a twink anymore. He's my age.
Jesus Christ.
I didn't know
man.
Twink was an age thing.
Dog, he was your age.
I thought you were
like,
calling him fat.
Back when you used to call him a twink as well.
Yeah, and I've aged out of that twink too. I'm not.
You were
What's
never
the
a twink.
definition of a twink?
It's not an insult. He's just.
I'm going to use the restroom while you define a twink.
Yeah, go ahead. Explain what twink is.
I backed myself into a corner here. Look, there's not an insult about being. I'm not a twink. Hassan's not a twink.
Is it an age thing? I thought
it-
it was like.
I thought it was like a skinny.
I
Pretty
thought it
boy
was like
thing.
a
No, it's
like
not
a
an
pretty
a-
boy.
It's not an age thing.
Skinny.
It's not an age thing.
Is it a?
So you're
is it a-
saying Soda Poppin is no longer pretty?
No. God,
Remember
that's not what I meant.
the episode that we watched behind a paywall of MILF Manor last week?
I missed it.
Yeah.
Gabe was
It was awesome.
Well, you had good reasons. You remember was it Gabriel, the one with the eyeshadow?
Yes.
That's like a kind of a twink.
Really?
Yeah.
A twink
Gabe
is like.
Gabe was.
Or no. The young one with Disco Mommy.
Oh, I like him too.
Disco Mommy's son. That's a
Oh,
twink.
I know.
Twink is like a very like Hassan's like more of like a. He's not a twink. He's like more of like a jock on steroids. Like a kind of like a hairy jock. Kind of like a. He's not a bear because he's.
I have a
lean.
question. Does twink equal bottom?
Most of the time, but not always.
Really? So you
Yeah.
can be a
Yeah,
top, but also a twink.
Yeah, you can. You can be a twink top.
Reverse.
It's rare.
Rare.
It's rare. It's very rare. It's seldom, but there are twink tops out there. Very rare. There's more common to be verse, but much more common to be bottoms. Sure.
So knowledgeable.
I know. I've studied
it's
this
his
for many
passion.
years.
I'm gay.
It's my passion. Look, let me talk about Soda Popman. He's incredibly good looking. I just think he's not a twink anymore. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not a
That's
twink.
drama.
There's no drama. What? It really?
Somewhere Chance is crying right
He's
now.
upset.
I'm sure he's fine.
Really?
I think he's fine. I don't think
He's crying into his body pillow of his waifu.
I mean, he's a dad now, right?
Yeah, he's a daddy.
What?
I don't know. I don't think
thought-
that's real.
I don't know what's real
No.
anymore.
I'm struggling.
real?
I'm struggling to hear.
No.
I'm struggling to understand why it's an insult to not
Valkyrae.
call him a twink anymore.
No, he
No, I
tweeted.
saw
No,
it in
I'm
his
kidding. It was a
title.
tweet,
He had
I
a
know.
title where he was like, I'm dad. And I was like, oh, he's
Chan-
moving in with his waifu.
I have long considered Chance to be one of the more attractive men on this platform, and I stand by that till to this day. He's just not a twink anymore.
It's not your
fine.
type.
It
Hurt
sounds like
you?
you're
Like, does it feel
backpedaling.
bad?
Does it hurt me? Yeah, it hurts me that we've lost another one.
Lost
it really
another.
does.
Twink death is a terrifying thing.
It's an
See,
awful.
I've said we need to get rid of twink death and create bear birth.
Cute.
Well, we can do both.
I like that actually.
We can do both. We can have twink death and bear birth.
But I wouldn't say that Chance is a bear either. So
No.
he's
No,
No,
just
he's
in
an otter.
hibernation right now.
No, Chain's the otter because
Yeah,
he's like
he's
getting
joining.
hairier.
So
Like, I think
otter,
he grew
bro.
out his beard. An otter is like a hairy twink.
Yep.
So a bear is
A bear is a
a
bear.
very
bear.
hairy otter.
Bear's a bear.
No, a bear is just
Hassan's
like
a bear.
big.
Like
no, no,
You're
Hassan-
I'm a hunk.
Hassan
You're a
plus
bear.
like 100 pounds.
Wait, what's the difference between a
the
bear and a
hell?
hunk?
If you're hairy,
A hunk
you
is
just
more
have to
like
be hairy.
muscular and,
Yeah, he's a hunk,
more
for
jock
sure.
type,
Oh,
wow.
whereas a bear is like fat. You better.
I mean, you won't
better
do the
zip
body
it.
off. You won't do the calendar.
better not
How do we
start
know
with
that you're
me.
a hunk?
You better.
I think you're a
That's
bear,
like good.
and
I'm
until
sorry.
you prove it,
I never heard of hunk before, so this was my.
So
He's a
hunk-
muscle hunk.
Hunk is
My
like
apologies.
Hunk is like Hassan. It's like kind of like a hairy.
and then I'm a
man.
twunk.
No, you're
No,
a
you're
jock.
not. You're a jock.
You're a jock. What am I?
What the fuck? You are so
Daddy.
funny. You want to be.
Call me that again, Will. What am I?
You are.
Thank you.
No, I think you are a twunk.
No, I don't think.
I
It's
think
a
I'm more
twonk.
jockish.
Okay.
No, you are. You are definitely jockish.
Okay.
Yeah, I
For
don't
sure.
See you
If
as a
you
twink.
lose 10 more pounds, you're in the twunk space.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Hassan thinks I'm becoming a twink.
It's a weight thing.
I think
definitely
it's
Weight. Oh yeah,
skinny
we're talking
fat.
about the gay
Yeah,
community. A
skinny.
lot of it is weight. Weight is very important. It's a
Gays are very
central force.
progressive, also incredibly
No,
fickle.
no. Gay men are not progressive at all.
I wish we had a whiteboard.
Famous foe, Hasan
Yes.
Biker.
Oh my God.
That's why he hates gays, because they're not progressive.
The cis white gays are like notorious for not being progressive, yourself included.
Excuse me.
Oh my God.
He tries to do this thing where he tries to ridicule me in front of powerful women as a method to.
I'll have you know it's not working.
Cuckold.
It's not working.
It's working. I believe it.
You're doing
always
most of the work. It's not just me. Okay.
I heard you smell bad.
Okay.
You
Now, that's
played a
not
role
true.
in this.
That's not true.
How do we merge the gap between the NA broadcasters, including some people that you invited outside of NA, and the otherwise much larger Spanish community?
I don't know.
I've been
thinking about it a lot.
How?
I downloaded Duolingo on my phone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Will's going to learn Spanish.
First
Okay.
step, you can't even pronounce the fucking app. Duolingo.
He's dyslexic.
No,
He's
it's
dys-
Duolingo.
Oh, God. Why'd you have to? God, now.
Yeah,
now I'm
you're being
ableist.
ableist. Playing
You think
into
it's
the cis.
Duolingo?
It's
Yeah, I
Duolingo.
thought it was
It's
too.
Duolingo.
I
No,
thought it
it's
was Duolingo.
No, I think it is Duolingo.
Pull that shit up. Billy Rave Brains.
Wait, if it's no, it's Duolingo.
Yeah,
Will,
Duolingo.
I'm sorry to.
Duolingo? Like you're doing.
Yeah,
Okay, fuck.
yeah. I'm sorry, brother.
There's
that's,
an O there.
Duolingo.
It happens. It happens.
Anyway,
I
Wait,
mixed
did
it
you
up
say
with Dua
Duolingo?
Lipa.
yeah, that's.
I'm always doing
common
that.
mistake.
Yeah, sorry about that, brother.
Well, let's see. What language you
Oh,
learning? Spanish?
one thing I wanted to say before.
Yeah.
One thing I wanted to say also before we got into the Spanish streamer thing was our fits. We can talk about them other than Austin's smelly one.
I definitely
wanted-
won best dress. but that's
I
okay.
wanted to.
Oof.
Ooh,
I liked it. I would say. Yeah.
I thought you were great.
Hassan
almost
can't-
The
attacked-
smell is definitely minus
Hassan
one.
can't admit that because I'm a gay man.
No,
Why don't you download Duolingo and learn Chinese so you can expatriate to the ex-Chinese country?
What is he saying? He loved it.
He loves
look at his
China
face.
more than he loves the United
Do you
States.
know that
I didn't
do you know
understand
that
it.
they banned Winnie the Pooh in your Discord?
What, really?
Yeah.
No, they didn't.
Yeah,
Shut up.
they're big
By the way,
German
for
she-guys.
context, yeah, Hassan loves China more than the United States. He
Yes.
wants. If you watch a lot of, I watch Hassan constantly. He loves China.
Oh, I don't.
Will excuse all their atrocities because they have beautiful shiny trains.
He's trying to. I mean, it's like not
Shiny
wrong.
trains.
It's not wrong. You're like kind of there. You're
All right. Anyway,
you've
sorry for
identified.
interrupting.
You've identified it. Yeah. Now that you've slandered me, let's move
Yeah.
on from that point.
It's not true.
He's just. I'm not in the Discord server right now, Austin. He loves triggering everybody in
I'm
Hoscord.
kidding. Look, I love Hassan. He doesn't love China as much as the great United States of America.
Okay. But yeah, fit wise, I have something to say. The day before we went and I got a fit, and I don't usually fit into a lot of stuff, but this was the rare occasion where I actually found some Japanese designers that actually fit my big burly body perfectly.
Right.
And I was very excited at the
Bare
prospect, but
body.
I got bullied a lot. But there was one man there by my side, not only defending me, but also putting himself up there as well. He had an entire fit designed specifically around something else. You originally were going to, Will Neff, you were originally going to wear something entirely different. You had your Chrome Hearts jewelry ready to go. And I unfortunately was not able to fulfill my end of the bargain because, well, one, I got bullied relentlessly. Everyone yelled at me, which has never phased me from
That's
wearing
weird.
whatever the
That's
fuck I
shocking.
want to
Yeah.
wear, famously. But two, Dolce & Gabbana.
Yeah.
The
You
reason
didn't
why
have to wear Dolce & Gabbana.
Francisco was very insistent.
Well, this is okay.
Like I didn't even
It
like
does
the
help,
shoes.
though, that he wore it.
I
right?
it would. What all he needed to do was just say he wasn't going, and then it would have been fine. The problem was that you said you were going, and then you didn't show up.
I said I was going to go to
Oh,
DN. I
that's
said I
the
was going to go to
problem. That's the
DNG,
problem.
and then we linked up with Wisdom, who and that was a wonderful treat. Like it's like a once in a lifetime opportunity. He's a brilliant young fashion content creator. My favorite, literally my favorite fashion content creator. Sorry, Frugal Aesthetics.
I loved Wisdom.
Yeah.
Everybody missed it. Austin almost fought Wisdom.
Wait,
Why?
what?
Yeah, he-
I know. I saw it in your eyes. Watch. This is what happened. And I don't even know if you realized it.
I don't realize
This is how well I know Austin Show.
I'm learning. I was about to go along with it like
He
it was
was
a
like,
bit.
this is what happened.
Austin Show was talking to Wisdom, and he's like, "Did you like my outfit?" And Wisdom was like, "Yes." And he goes, "I almost got those shoes when I was in Paris, but the paint on the bottom, I didn't really care for. And Austin show went,
Really?
yeah, dude. You were seething. You were like,
Really?
oh.
I appreciated his critique. I just fundamentally disagreed.
Except for
with
that
it.
he.
I am at war with the fashion community.
Yeah.
In Los
Oh,
Angeles.
we know. We can tell.
I mean, they haven't. I haven't returned. This is what frustrated me about this.
Yeah.
They're
Speak on
still
it.
talking to me about it today. They're acting like
Who
they're
are
doing
they?
the store. They're acting like they're doing me a favor for taking the shirt back.
You returned it
It smells like BO.
after all that?
Guys, you got to be on my side here. Right.
Wait, that's actually crazy.
Right. It smells like right.
Wearing a stolen
He
jacket.
wore it. He wore it to the red carpet,
That's crazy.
doused it in cologne, and returned it.
I exchanged it for another shirt.
You are a
Wait,
problem.
where is
Guys,
this?
it smells like BO. Everybody knows
Cutie
it.
moved away from your side of the table.
I would move too, but I
I
have
need some
doggy.
defense in the chat. This microphone is out of control.
Austin at war with this mic.
This
Giving me.
He's at war with the fashion
This
community
is
in LA
slander.
and with the.
If you bought an 8 or whatever fucking shirt amount that cost, if you bought that shirt and it smelled like body odor, Hasan, you would have returned it yesterday.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
I
he
just-
also wouldn't have worn it
Yeah, I
to a
wouldn't have
major
worn it.
event.
Well, they convinced me. Okay, this is there's nuance to this story. Okay, the nuance is they doused it in industrialized cleaner and it covered it up temporarily, Ray. Temporarily. Okay.
Ray is his last
I'm
one.
his
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that you're trying to get her on your side.
I've lost,
He's hanging on to me by a thread.
I've lost 50% of the female coalition I have in the room.
I'm out.
All right.
I do not
Ray,
agree.
I'm still listening. I'm still here, Austin.
Sweetheart, are you a girl too?
I think he's asexual.
Okay, perfect. All right.
Gotten so much
Look.
worse.
Look, it smelled like BO. They industrialized cleaner all over it. Okay? It came back. It came back with a vengeance. It wasn't going to leave. It's not my fault. I was on the phone with them today. They're like, you know what? It's against our policy. I said, your policy? Come on. This is ridiculous.
Austin, you're getting me a refund for the venue.
I will
Oh
definitely.
my
Hey, look,
God.
they are taking
Oh,
look,
we're getting a
hey,
refund
Can
for
I,
that
can I say
fucking
something
venue.
else before I go any further in ruining the reputation of this premier fashion outlet? in
No, their
Los Angeles?
reputation is stellar.
Okay.
Because
I think
they
they're
let you
fine, yeah.
buy a shirt,
Whatever.
wear it, and return it.
The staff was fantastic. Lorenzo is a statesman. It's not his fault that they gave the shirt to somebody to try on that was, you know what I mean? It's not their fault. They're fucking amazing. So, and I'm going to go back and I'm going to buy the outfit if they let me in the store.
Yeah.
I'm
will.
pretty sure there's photos of
They
you
will.
at
yeah,
the
you're
store.
a problem now.
Like they have to do not let this man into the store or around the vicinity of the store.
I don't know. I
I
don't
forgot to mention another thing about the
Uh-oh.
after party venue.
Oh, shit.
know. Oh shit.
Oh,
After
shit.
party venue, everyone gets kicked out, right? I look around, there's like 10 people that I noticed at the party that I didn't recognize that I was like, oh God, like they must be something, whatever. And then so I have security. I go, hey, will you go ask who those people are? Because
Owners
I
of
don't
the
know
house,
them.
Gotta be.
Friends of the owners of the house that I've been paying for their drinks, their food.
Oh, cutie, it's over.
That's
Give me the number.
crazy.
I'm
Give me
gi-
the
I'll give it
cutie.
to you. I'm
Give
giving
me
it
the
to you.
fucking number.
I'm giving it to you.
Great paywall segment. You call them while we're on the paywall.
I will do it.
I thought you were gonna do a paywall segment where we order.
Cutie, I'll do it.
Apparently,
I'll
face
I'll
subs
have you call them
closed.
tomorrow.
I'll call him tomorrow. We'll record it. We'll come back to the room.
Chick-fil-A.
I'll travel to wherever you live, and we'll do the phone. I will seriously call him. That was absolutely ridiculous. Let me tell you something, chat. Okay, or whatever.
Chat?
Chat.
Let me tell you something. When you pay for something, and I think this is a socialist.
Whether it be a venue or a shirt.
For the
Right.
record, people call me a Karen because I'm white and blonde. It's not. It ain't me.
Look, Karen is. I think this is a fundamental socialist ideal. Okay?
Okay.
When you pay for something, you should not be taken advantage of by major corporations. You need to stand up for yourself and get
nothing to do
every
with
dollar
socialism.
that you pay for.
Let them cook.
Let me tell you something. You pay for a house. You pay for that venue.
Yeah.
When you signed up for that, you signed up for a venue that was quality, right?
Yeah.
That did not include the friends of the people that exist
Let
in the
him
venue
cook.
clogging up the space. Were they paying for those people? No, the fuck they weren't. They're eating
paying.
your
I was
food.
paying for those people.
They're eating your food.
Yeah.
They're talking to your friends. They're
Wait,
spreading their business
one
ideas.
Quick thing, when we did break the contract by having an ambulance and a fire truck show up.
What if there was a medical emergency? I mean, come on, that's ridiculous.
Good luck. Okay, great. He should
What if
be a
there's
lawyer,
maybe
honestly.
I don't know. I mean, sir, what if there's a medical what if Hasan, I don't know,
She was just belligerently drunk, though.
but you don't know that. Do they
Well,
know
I
that?
think they know that.
They don't. Well, now we're admitting to it. Cutie, we're
Never
losing
mind.
leverage on the podcast. Cutie, come on. We
Listen,
can't be giving
I'm
up.
friends with a bunch of stupid millionaires, and they'll never use your venue service again.
No, that's not. We don't use that to the
Oh.
end.
No.
Oh, that's the nuke.
We approach it very nicely in the beginning, and then you slowly increase the intensity until you're talking to the manager.
Austin has the capacity. Austin has the capacity to book like a Delta Airlines flight in under 30 milliseconds. So I don't know how he
for
does
free.
For free.
it. Yeah, he. I've never seen someone with such prowess in specifically
He's literally
customer
wearing
He's
a
got
gold
the
jacket.
uranium medallion
Like-
now. It's beyond platinum.
Yeah, like Hasan tweeted a very picture of him in a selfie, and I knew exactly the plane he was on, the suite he was in,
It's a
and
problem.
the time at which he was arriving. And I can tell you, Hasan, you tweeted that you were in Los Angeles about 2.5 hours before you were actually there.
I mean, it's true.
He's a problem.
I knew it because you tweeted that. I was like, let me look. No, he's not landing for
I
another
am
2.5
so
hours.
glad you are famous and not a fan, or else,
That's
we would have to
crazy.
take out.
Are we going to cut this segment out of the podcast?
No. I have Nick's like that too.
Yeah.
But Nick's autistic, so
Maybe.
you have the exact same kind of brain when it comes to planes as Nick does. He does that exact same shit.
No, here's what I
Nick
honestly
is who
think
would-
you do at the venue. I think you have to ask for a portion of the money.
Yeah, I don't think I get the full money because we were a problem with
Right.
the fire truck and stuff.
The
Yeah, I mean,
royal we.
the issue is technically in my contract they could charge me a fee for that showing up.
Nah, fuck off. Everything was wrong.
Yeah.
Everything was wrong.
That's
yeah.
not a legal contract.
And to be honest, there was a fucking bathing ape on the window. That should negate
Yeah,
the
that was
contract.
Yeah.
crazy.
Also, it was raining.
Oh my god! Yeah, that's not.
Did
I-
you
Yeah,
hire
but neither is a
security?
medical
I
emergency.
did.
'Cause I did not see security either.
Yeah, I
When
had.
I was
It was
there.
the guy at the front gate. It's probably because you guys probably showed up right when I was telling him to sweep for wristbands, and so they were all sweeping. I think at that point.
Cutie, can I just be honest? You should talk to an attorney because that is the most ridiculous clause in a contract that you can't have an ambulance show up. What if somebody was dying?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
kind of
Like
crazy.
that's insane that they would put that in there, and you would have to put your finances over the idea that you would save somebody's life. That's
Right,
ridiculous.
you're right. No, that's fair.
Oh my god.
We're talking about. I think
Ostonox, if you're not a fraudulent bitch, which I think you are, you will make a highlight reel of every time this mic is
I don't
attacked. his
understand.
face.
Last week he was struggling with this mic.
You just
and
don't
now
touch it.
He's struggling with that
Oh,
mic.
now you're beginning to. That's the.
You were lying.
That's
you
what
said
I-
that he always has mic issues and he's always
Yeah, that's what we
messing
like
up
to call
somehow.
the common denominator.
Literally,
How
just
is that
don't touch
possible?
it. Just don't.
I'm not touching it.
So
Okay, no, to be
fidget
fair, that
spinner.
mic just attacked him.
Yeah.
for
Thank
no
you,
reason.
Ray. Appreciate it.
I saw that.
I mean,
I saw
come on,
that.
Yes,
Cutie,
because
get
he's
outside.
hitting it from underneath.
have been struggling
Look, watch,
to get
it's
off
gonna
the
happen
side
again.
today.
It's
The
gonna
mic,
happen.
and if you want to play America's deadliest drinking game, anytime he does a show, every time he adjusts his hair, take a drink, you will take 800 shots by the end of the stream.
Did you? This is the first time I'm hearing about this.
Oh my god. Pull up any broadcast, anytime you catch yourself in the stream, you go,
Oh yeah. Any reflection. Not even he's
bad
got the
thing.
water
It's not a bad
bottle.
thing.
He's got the water bottle in front of him. It's like off the reflection. It's like, oh.
America's
And he does
deadliest
this. He does
drinking
it. He
game.
does the face. Like,
Don't talk to us.
Ladies, come on.
You lost.
Where's the dog? Where's
You
the dog?
lost us.
Ray and come on, Kitty.
We're not like that.
No, you guys are. Come on, ladies.
No.
there was one other thing that happened at the Streamer Awards, or rather,
Yeah.
I guess after the Streamer Awards, that I noticed, which was Kyedae's response. I use this as an example to show people, like, look, no matter who you are,
Yeah.
what is going on in your life, like, people are going to be ruthless regardless, because fandoms work like that.
Yeah.
Kyedae tweeted at the Streamer Awards 16 hours ago, pretty, almost immediately after she won, saying, "The moment I won, I felt more dread than anything because I knew the hate I'd get. Woohoo. Todek is much more deserving of this award than anyone, but it was fan voted, not my fault, and I'm so sorry for whoever this upset." And that's insane because everyone was like fucking saying that she got Todek got robbed. And I know Todek, like, I love Todek. That's my brother. He would hate this. Like he would
never want that.
Yeah, he would never ever in a million years want people doing this kind of insane shit, especially because like a lot of streamers are friends with one another. All of these streamers know one another, love one another. It's like really fucking weird when like, you know, parasocial attitudes get in the way. But you had some choice words to say as well.
Can I come out of pocket for a second?
Yeah.
I'm going to come out of pocket for a second.
Uh-oh.
Because Kyedae doesn't need me to defend her. Why? Because Kyedae is maybe one of the most incredible human beings I've ever had the privilege of meeting.
Yeah.
This person's presence is so important to me, and I love this person. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't think she was the best Valorant streamer, fuck you. She was. Her content is unbelievable. She is brilliant.
She went from gold to immortal in 1 year.
Dude, she's just...
She grinds,
and I'm going to be honest, I have never been so close to violence at people I don't know than the stuff I've seen out coming in the wake of her recent developments and people taking advantage of that.
Yeah.
If that is you, you're a sick fuck, and you better hope I never meet you because I'll dismantle your ass.
I don't think they're watching this.
If they are.
If you paid money to watch this segment.
I'm boiling. God damn it, Austin, the fucking mic.
Oh my Lord.
Son
Okay.
of a bitch.
Anyway, Cutie,
I love
what
Tarek,
did you?
Tarek's incredible.
Yeah. I think this is a hard thing about an award show. One person wins, but the fandom of the three losers will always be bigger than the one person that wins. So people being upset about a winner, if you're going to constantly if winning an award puts a target on your forehead, then the award show will not exist. People will not want the award.
It goes against the very principle.
Yeah.
It goes against the very principle of why you want to do this too, to like bring the community together.
I'm trying to fucking heal the gaming community. I'm trying to say we can celebrate people. We don't need to be jealous, angry fucks. We can let's just fucking celebrate people. It's okay.
And audiences, take a cue from your creators. Was anybody upset? Was anybody out of pocket tweeting like, "Oh, I was robbed"?
I got robbed. No one said that.
I did say that last year.
God,
you're a problem.
In fairness,
always a problem.
To be fair, I lost a miskiff, so I think it's a little valid to tweet that. And also, it doesn't even matter. I was jokingly saying it, and then Twitter thought I like actually physically got like violently robbed, and then everyone was making fun of me and celebrating that I had actually gotten physically assaulted and robbed.
Fox News got a hold of it.
No,
Tucker
literally,
Carlson
there was
ran a
like
segment.
thousands of quote retweets being like, "This is what you deserve, you fucking commie piece of shit." I'm like, I was joking about an award show. So that did happen last year.
Does everybody have a problem with every category?
No.
Well, to be fair, if I had lost mine, I would have.
What's the most violent category every year?
It changes.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, you said for this year specifically Valorant.
It was Valorant. Yeah. So I think if this award show will cease to exist if it becomes a target that goes on people's head. And I will say now, first time saying this, there are people that declined their nominations because they did not want hate for being nominated.
Really?
Yeah. There are people that would have been nominated that declined their nominations.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah. When I send them a message and said, "Congrats, you're nominated," they said, "Please don't," because of how some of this community is, and that's a problem. And we've got to figure out how to fix that. And all we can do is hopefully normalize celebrating people instead of tearing people apart. I don't know.
Yeah.
But what happened was today. I missed all this. Obviously, I was trying to stay off of my phone last night. Besides replying to people that needed things, but I got a message from Kyedae today that said, "Hey, can you just give the award to Tarek?" And I said, Kyedae, I'm gonna be honest with you. He wasn't even in second place. It was Jody. And I love Tarek too, but what? And so I don't reveal any.
Okay, now this hurts my feelings.
You weren't nominated.
I was pushing for Tarek pretty hard, and the fact that
juice.
I have no juice.
Turns out it's bad that your audience doesn't show up to vote.
Can I tell you another thing?
Of all the audiences.
There's a large percentage of your audience that does not give a fuck about anything but you.
fair. I think you're describing just like
I feel like that's for
streaming.
everyone. Like their communities, like they just want to watch.
I'm going to say there are other audiences that mobilize better than yours.
I think it's more so they don't watch Valorant.
I think they mobilize very well.
Yeah, there's other
for
thing.
your shit.
No,
for me too.
No,
they're all over me on Twitter.
No,
in fact, they're changing profile pictures.
You are one of them.
Stop.
You are one of them.
Here's what it is.
Austin.
No, here's what it is. There's truth to what we'll say.
No, we're great in Oscord.
do not care about like Twitch related things as much as they care about politics.
Yes.
So
Well, I don't think they care
anytime
about gaming.
like, yeah,
Exactly.
they don't. They don't.
Yeah.
So anytime I deviate away from that, they're just like, I'm not interested. Fuck you. And
They
I
are
don't,
mighty though. They are.
and I don't have a audience that I think back in the day was way more distributed evenly between like just Twitch watchers in general that want to like get their news, but also want to have fun on the side versus just like straight hardcore politics supporters. I think my reputation has like been almost permanently damaged within the Twitch ecosystem. Creators will never see this because like they don't think about me like that, but I think their audiences have like a lot of hostility. A lot of the top content creators have.
Well, your audience can be pretty hostile.
My audience can be hostile, which I try to rein in all the time. I yell at them regularly, but that's not the reason. I'm talking about like anytime I duke it out with XQC or whatever, even if we patch things up,
Yeah,
there's
they
a
decide
gigantic
to-
chunk of their of his community that is like, I hate him forever, and no matter what happens, like
you don't
that.
think that's true of everybody? If you
It
get
is.
into
There's still a group like X and I had a long conversation last night, and there's still a group of his community that's like they hate each other, and it's like
Yeah,
nothing's that.
no
deep,
matter what
guys.
happens,
Nothing's that
no,
deep.
no,
Yeah.
no matter what happens,
But-
there
but
are
I'm
content creators who
asking,
like
do you-
hold.
Do you think that's unique to you?
No, I think
Yeah,
well,
okay.
I think Kyedae also faces that as well, right? Like, I think, well, especially if
people's-
you're a woman,
yeah.
it's like way
This
worse
is a
in
whole
general.
different-
But
yeah.
like, yeah, me being a political content creator, I think like there's a lot of people who just like wrote me off, made their minds up, and will like not only just not watch or not do anything that's like Twitch related. So that part of my audience has been excised basically, which is why people just don't give a shit when I'm covering like regular basic stuff. No matter how much I collaborate with people, they're
I
just
think they still give a shit.
some do in the community, but
Well, I
it's not
think
as
you're
large.
fantastic.
It's not as sizable as like
I think you're wonderful.
what my actual audience looks
I watch
like.
your stream all the time.
Oh, thank
I'm a
you.
loyal fan.
You just like the stands. You want
No. That aside, I watch your politics. I can't wait till the election comes back.
true.
But I love your politics. I watch a lot. I watch him more than anybody else on Twitch. I sincerely enjoy your commentary over politics, especially when you watch conservatives and complain
My
about
favorite
them.
thing.
It's my favorite thing to watch, genuinely.
Anyway,
I mean that truly. I know it's a meme, but I genuinely, really, it's my favorite thing to watch on Twitch.
I actually watch you
Thank
the
you.
most too.
I don't watch you.
yeah, don't worry. I know.
I'm
Look,
sorry.
it's an interesting dynamic because like I've heard this from people when I was on the red carpet. I could hear everyone else's like interviews, and a lot of content creators were like, talking about either whether they were excited to see me or they like watch me. They would moderate my channel, whatever. And it was like interesting thinking about that because I'm like, their audiences probably fucking hate me. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
Like for the most part, they'd be like, that guy, yeah, nah, I heard he's toxic. So it's always like there's this thing that doesn't add up with the way that like the people that know me in the real world and how they perceive me versus fan bases that have been geared towards animosity
I
due
think
to.
part of that though is there is this conception that if there is a loyalty between two streamers that you won't talk about their bullshit. And as a newscaster, you talk about everyone's bullshit.
Yeah, but so does Ludwig, so does XQC, so does everyone that like actually covers drama, Moist Critical.
I think they have the same opinion about a lot of those people as well.
Yeah, I think they do too.
What, you think those people also hate the Lud and Moist? And
Yeah.
X?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, Lud gets shit all the time.
That's really interesting because I feel like he's a bit of a centrist. When it
Oh,
comes
he
to
still
issues.
gets shit all the time.
He dances around issues a lot more than I do. I'm like a little bit more direct usually.
Yeah. But anyway, all this to say, I've never ever disclosed like the placements of voting. I think that's very toxic, and I've chosen not to. But I knew in this situation that Tarek would want Kyedae to win.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
the most
absolutely.
supportive person I've ever met, and like, and so I was fine with saying it, but I replied and I said, listen to everyone out here, it would have been Kyedae, Jody, Tarek, Shazam. That's what it was. That's where the fucking votes fell. Grow the fuck up. Do better. Why are you doing this? If winning an award puts a target on the head, then no one's gonna do this. And I said next year I'm gonna remove the Valorant category. You guys have lost your privilege. Maybe it'll be back in a little bit once you heal your community. And some people are like, oh, you're punishing the whole community because of this. Yes. Yes, I
yeah,
am.
absolutely.
Yes, I am. Absolutely.
I mean, how else would you manage that if otherwise?
Yeah, unfortunately, if that's what represents the entire community, then
Well, next year you can replace it with the dark and darker category,
Yeah.
of which I am one of the best on the planet.
Perfect.
Some people will argue.
If
but-
Soda Poppin wins that over you, I'm fighting him.
well, he's on my trio, so our trio would.
you
be
can go
nominated.
up.
if
yeah.
Moon wins that over your trio, I'm fighting him.
Moon Moon's very good. Moon Moon.
Oh shit.
Okay, well, maybe not a dark. We can do an
Essentially-
improv
He's
category.
John Souls, man.
We could do an improv category.
It might not be gone forever, but it's not going to be there next year. You guys need some healing. Clearly, you need some healing if that's how you're going to react to someone losing an award. It's a fucking
Good luck telling
gold
people
trophy,
addicted,
guys.
cripplingly addicted to Riot games that they need some healing.
Yeah.
You should understand that better than
I
anyone
do.
else, considering your league addiction.
It is sad because since I've been a part of the league community, I give the league community a pass when they're blatantly sexist to me when I do like the LCS broadcast. I'm like, these are my people that are being mean to me, so it makes it better. But it's just like, man, it's so sad that we've been in this industry. Like, guys, just stop giving a shit. It's okay if a woman gets an opportunity that you wanted, or you can still have the same opportunity. It's okay if a woman plays a video game better than you, or she's just playing a video game at all. And you don't have to go tell her that she sucks. You really don't. You can just play the game too. Like, it's okay. You can just exist with these things happening. But people have a problem with existing. No.
On that note, I think it's time that we move on to the paywall proportion of this broadcast, where we discuss whether or not QTCinderella is going to actually keep working with us,
yeah, we
or
haven't talked about.
Actually,
your
you know what?
podcast.
Bones to
yeah,
pick with
there's
this.
I
some
have a
there's
bone
some
to pick with
drama.
you.
There is
And my
some
other
drama there.
podcast.
And
Yeah.
can we have
I'm a
Austin
dirty,
try
slutty
and call the venue
Whore. I don't think they'll answer at a 7 p.m. on a.
on a speakerphone? Can we
Sunday.
at least give it a try?
Yeah, we'll have to bring in Taylor because she has their info.
Okay, that's fine.
Sorry, my
All right, I will
headphones
be
are-
making an
Well,
attempt,
we-
and I will be representing Cutie as her attorney.
This
is that
is
illegal?
the best
We
content
will
ever.
see you on the other side of the paywall if you want to check out that sweet, delicious goodness. All
need
you
a
need to
fake
do is
name.
go to patreon.com/fearan, and you'll be able to get access to that and many more paywalled episodes, including our famous MILF Manor Reacts. Thank you so
thing-
much for coming. Let's. You have anything to plug? You have a show.
No, it's a pleasure to be here. I'll be here as much as I can. Austin Show. That's me. I'll be here uninvited as much as I possibly can.
Please stop leaning onto the microphone.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that going to cost you money?
We're trying to do the show.
Is that your mic? You happy to see me? All right. I'm Austin Show. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Yes. Hello and goodbye. My name is Valkyrae, and I'm happy I got a redemption episode because last week the audio issues. Luckily, Mauricio was able to recover most of it. But yeah, definitely not jet lagged. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and I'm ready for the next part of it.
Queen. It's Valkyrae, bitch. Sorry.
Shout
He's
out.
still drunk.
Yes.
My other podcast.
Hey, yo.
What?
Hey, yo.
Listen,
As she
I
should.
plan on being a 2-timing whore. It's a different podcast. It's different shit. It's very different vibes. It's also a remote podcast. This one's in person. So
This is what we get for
I'ma
wanting
do
to
both.
expand our horizons with a gay man and a woman.
Yeah.
I'm just a slut.
Conniving.
Me too, girl.
Listen, despite you being a two-timing whore, I'm going to take this opportunity to compliment you. Because
Oh,
if I do
wow.
this in real life, you shrivel away and silence me. But truly, your event was incredible.
Thank you.
The amount of coordination, planning,
Thank you.
follow through, and
She
drive.
did everything.
Yeah.
I tried to
It'll
like
be
help
better
her,
next year.
and she was like, "Nope,
Got it.
And
she's got
the
it."
best part of it is it's like the opposite of it's literally the most thankless job you could ever take
is
on
the most
for no
thankless job.
fucking reason
I think I
whatsoever.
do it for torture.
Because
I
people
think so too.
immediately chat no matter what happens because you're bringing in like so many fandoms together in one
there's-
place.
Someone's mad about
It's
something.
always explosive. Chat is popping off. They get mad at everyone who won the award because that means that 3 other
Their
people
streamer
lost the
didn't,
award.
yeah.
And then also you cook the books, all
Which
this
I
stuff.
do. I would like to make that very clear.
Okay, well
It's fan voted. All right.
Fan voted.
You can't be mad at the winners.
And Cutie manipulated.
And
Yeah.
I did. I played bubblegum in a dish, and that's how I selected.
Anywho, it was incredible.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
And thank you for making all of us a part of it.
Thank you,
Thank
Katie.
you
Yes.
guys.
Thank you very much.
It was life changing. I don't have a fear.
Life-changing.
I don't have a fear of stages anymore.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Industry.
And
Yeah, it was exposure therapy.
it really like I put myself out there because of that event.
Yeah.
I don't think I could have done it anywhere else except for like a streamer thing. Yeah.
You're done.
And everybody
So-
watching, go follow my YouTube because I'm going to plug myself for once. So go
Oh.
fuck
Okay.
you
As you
What?
should.
I don't care.
And Ostonox, that fake bitch, won't edit a video for me.
He's got his hands full, doesn't he?
He's
I've
also
got some.
so expensive.
Yeah, I got some.
Also,
I got multiple
this guy
bones.
pays his editors too much.
I
I'll
got
tell you
multiple
what.
bones to pick with
It's
him.
expensive,
Multiple bones to pick with him.
But he's so talented.
but worth it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Talented.
Ostonox is he takes his sweet time with my projects now because he's been hired by everybody. Speaking of sluts, okay,
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. You stole one of my main editors and then paid
That
them
is-
more than I could
that is
afford.
true.
So
I did.
I
do
get
that.
Ostonox every once in a while.
Yeah,
That's
That
right.
seems fair.
Yeah.
that's true. I mean, he killed it.
He did kill it. He's
Except for the
amazing.
fact
As
that
always,
he-
always kills it.
He did not in the
Yeah.
video. That was
I
a bit of
I
a.
see you, motherfucker.
Asked him not.
Do it again. I eat the dog.
Hey, yo, Mika, run.
Yeah. I got to
Please,
send a
Ostonox,
statement.
put Will in a video.
All right. Well, on that note, we'll see you on the other side. Peace.
Bye.
Listen,
He's really
he's
talented.
using a drunken master style. Don't let his appearance or his demeanor fool you. This is his art form. This is his mastering.
This is it. I've been waiting for this moment for my entire life. Look, for the record, or anybody gets mad about this, this is justified. You get what you pay for, period. Let's get the phone over here.
Oh my God, here we go.
All right, here we go.
Everybody has to be silent as a coffin nail.
Okay, first of all, I need to get all my facts straight.